Good evening, ladies, or early evening, 5:30 in a late afternoon. Actually, it's cast. Welcome to the Synergy Ladies live chat show. So yeah, I'm glad everybody is joining us, or whoever's going to is watching us just now. Thank you for joining us. We're back this week. Yeah, we plan to. I mean, we've kind of missed the last week or so because we've been so busy with so many fantastic things happening behind the scenes, and we're doing amazing things, and we will share it with you very soon. So today we have come online and we're talking about how to create joy in our lives. Now, a lot of people might be watching and saying, "You're talking about joy? My life is not great. You're talking about joy," you know. But the thing is, there's so many ways that it's the way we look at life, and how we how we feel. I think more than anything, we could change a lot of things in our lives. But today we're going to talk about joy. I think everyone's got their own opinions. It's not right or wrong about it. Everybody feels different things about joy. So I am going to go with, I've got Annalika, I've got Fran, there's two lovely ladies. We all three of us come together and we're here to share just our point of view. And I'm sure people will be watching, they got their own point of view and their thoughts. Would love to hear from you what your thoughts are on this. But yeah, I see Malik Khalid Arwas he's on. He's saying great. Well, thank you for watching us, Malik. It's great that you've joined us. I would love to know what your thoughts throughout the show. So anyway, Annalika and Fran, we're here. Annalika, thank you for joining, and Fran for joining. And we're going to talk about how to create joy in your lives. Now, I'll go with Annalika. What is the meaning of joy to you? What is joy?
Hi, everyone.
Uh,
So joy is that innermost feeling that of it's different from happiness, but of positive feeling of emotion from within. When you feel good about just being alive. You just have joy from within. It's not motivated by it's not always motivated by something on the outside. A lot of times it's from the inside. You have joy in, I would say, in your heart. We say joy from the heart, because it's from within. About, it could be about anything or it could be about nothing. You just happy, just grateful, and you feel good about yourself. Yeah.
Thank you for that, Annalika. Yeah, that's a really good way the way you put it. Joy is also comes from the inside. But what about yourself, Fran? What would you call joy? What's the definition for you? As I say, it's different for everybody.
Okay, yeah, joy. I think joy is one of the emotions as well that actually spring out from the heart and from well-being. When you look at yourself, you see that you are good, you're pleasant, and you feel good inside of you. Your general well-being, and it gives you joy from within.
Exactly. Oh, by the way, before I forget, ladies, can you share it on your page? People are maybe watching it. Can you share it with
I
on
shared
your
it
page? Really,
already.
it's great to share with other people because there's so many people out there really need to hear this. They may be alone and they're thinking, what do I do? And just people come online and just feel a bit better. That's what we hear. We three of us ladies here is here to make you feel a bit better, knowing that we do understand where you're coming from, and it's amazing how people approach me and say, that watch our show and say, what, you ladies are doing great, and I love watching your show because it makes me feel better. And what you said, I really relate to it. So you could help so many people by sharing this show with on your pages. That would be great. And as Fran and Annalika said about joy, joy to me is this people kind of relate to the external factors. Somebody else or something has to make you feel joyful. It's an emotion. But I think the most important for me is coming from the inside. Doesn't matter. The weather is just now in Glasgow is now and rainy. It's really heavy. And you might not feel joyful looking outside the windows thinking, oh my God, look at the weather. Well, it's very easy to feel joyful when there's the sun out and you feel happy. That's easy to do. But staying in Scotland, as we ladies know, majority of the time it rains. But we do, So we've actually adapting to find other ways to be joyful, look at other things in life. So, we're getting there, we're adapting. So Fran, what's so creating joy in our lives? Give me a couple of examples how we could create joy in our lives. So how would you create joy in your life? What do you do to feel happy? Feel great? Feel that emotion. Do you feel it every day, or do you sometimes?
Sometimes, there are some sad days actually.
Yeah.
And there are many joyful days. But to create that joy, sometimes you don't even know, just unconsciously like that, you just see yourself being joyful. That sometimes you be like, what's happening with me today? I'm feeling so joyful today. It just happens sometimes, just naturally without anything. Then you see yourself singing, praising God, and trying to talk to people, chatter, chatter, chatter. So that's the signs of being joyful. Then you can also create your own joy by looking for something good to do and by telling yourself that you are okay, accepting whom you are, and they don't let anything weigh you down. Yes, even the present circumstances, don't let them weigh you down. So you just create your own joy and flow with it. Even when every other person is trying to make you sad or have a bad day, you say, no, I can do it. Then sometimes people feel maybe they can't feel their joy. They decide, you know what, I'm going to make somebody's day better. So I was watching one of the comedians one day on Facebook. She said that she was having a very bad day. So, and she decided to make somebody to be joyful on that day. So she called this lady and was asking her series of questions. Then in the end, all the lady had to say that day, she just gave her money and said, go home.
Wow.
So, and that's one thing you can do to create joy. And you can just create your own joy without letting anything be a stumbling block to you. But sometimes you can also, maybe one song said, count your blessings and name them one by one. Sometimes you can also recount, you can also recap, you can recollect. What are those things that has happened to you that are so good? God has been so awesome. You can count them and you begin to feel the joy in your heart. Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Fran, for that. Anilika, how can you create joy in your life, and what do you do to create joy in your life?
So I think first thing I will do is to tell myself, make a decision. Tell myself I'm gonna be joyful today. I don't care what you guys do in this house. I'm not gonna let anybody steal my joy. Sometimes I say that.
Good on
sometimes I
you.
sometimes I say that to the kids. When you're trying to, do things to make you shout and get on your nerves, I said, today I'm just going to be joyful. I don't care what happens. And sometimes I even start singing a song. There's this song I always sing. I've got joy, joy, joy. Oh, joy, joy, joy overflow in my life. So sometimes when they're doing something and I want to get angry, I'm singing that and they all start laughing. I'm singing that because I'm making my decision that I'm not going to not let anybody steal my joy. I'm just going to be joyful no matter what happens throughout the day. And I noticed that because I've made that decision, because I'm saying it, because I'm not letting anything distract me from being joyful, things just keep happening in the way that I want it to happen. So I think we can make a decision to stay joyful, especially some days when you wake up and it's looking like, what's happening with me today? Just say, I'm going to be joyful today, and you begin to feel that way. So I'll say I create my joy by making my decision that I'm going to be joyful no matter what happens.
Oh, that sounds great. When you make, making decisions and making that choice, saying, this is what I'm going to do, this is how I'm going to feel. I think that's really, really important. I think that's, it's like saying the affirmation. When you get out of bed, first thing you open your eyes and you make a decision of how you're going to feel today. Either you're going to feel bad or you're feeling good. So it's the same energy they use. So why not feel joyful? Do you know? And so that's a really good start. And the people could just, could decide for them what they want. If even everything is falling apart and if people around you are not feeling great, we have a choice. We have a choice how we're going to feel and decide on that. And as I said, it's as it's the same energy that's been used to feel bad, to feel feel unhappy, or to feel joyful. So why not feel joyful? Because the outcome is going to be far better. Firstly, the outcome is going to be because you're going to feel much better. The feeling is the key. We all want to feel better. It doesn't matter in life. We do everything in life, even if we make somebody else happy because it makes us feel better. So it comes down to feeling good, and that makes us more joyful because we're helping people. And I was saying to Fran before we started the show, sometimes you find that people who might be a bit down, and just meeting them for a chat or a coffee or a tea or something, just to uplift them, makes them feel good. Just because just being around another person that is more positive and uplifted. And I know Fran and Annalika, you're very positive ladies and you got great energy and people would love to be around you both, and the people do look for those kind of energies, to be around, because even they're going through a tough time or something's not right, in their life, or they're maybe feeling a bit down, whatever reason, being around people, just chatting to them will just lift their energy, makes them a wee bit more joyful, happier. And also the person who's there talking to them or just listening makes them feel good as well. They've done, as you said, the comedian, if she, because she was down, her what she decided is to make somebody else happy. And we all could do that. We could do that. It doesn't necessarily need to be a stranger or a friend. We could be a family member, our children, or our spouses, or loved ones. But joyful is the way forward. So let me see. So people say, okay, that's a feeling. What can I do? What certain things can I do? Because for us, we could do that. Maybe certain people, they can't do that. They can't shift their mindset that quickly. So what can you do? Kind of practical ways to help them to feel joyful. Now I'll go with Annalika first time. What's your thoughts on that? What practical things they could?
Yeah, apart from making that decision that I want to be joyful today, you can get going by thinking about things you're grateful for. That will bring joy in your life. Because sadness usually comes from when we are focusing too much on something that is not working. Why don't you look for things that are actually working? that you can be grateful for, that, for example, you may even think nothing is working, but your eyes are working. If your eyes are working, be grateful for be grateful to have eyes that can see or mouth that can speak. I mean, no matter how bad it is, there's something, I mean, that you're breathing is something to be grateful for. So, but that's just, to let people know that there is always going to be something you'll be grateful for. But apart from something on your body, your physical body, I'm sure maybe there's someone that you are grateful for having them in your life. It could be your mom or your dad. There could be a friend. It could be a church. There could be someone you're grateful for in your life. There could be that you have shelter or somewhere to put your head. There's always going to be something that you can be grateful for. I think when you start focusing on that, and even think of when you've been in a more difficult situation and how you have come, how far you have come, so that's the way of creating gratitude. That's just what I'm saying, being grateful, having that gratitude life, especially early in the morning, you know and thank God for them. Before you know it, you start feeling good and start having that joy from within. And because what you focus on is going to expand, enlarge, it's going to get bigger. You're going to attract more of that. But if you start focusing on the negative, guess what? That's how people go into depression. So if you don't want more of the sadness, then try so much not to focus on things that will make you sad. Focus more on things that will actually give you that joy. Stay away from joy killers.
Joe Halley, that would give up. Stay away from joy killers. Well, thank you, Annika. That was really good. I'm sure people who are watching this, I was thinking, oh, thank you, Annalika, for that. But people know that. Just need reminded. That's why we're here. We're reminding people. It's not that maybe it's not a new thing. Maybe you may be learning one or two new things, but a lot of stuff that we're discussing, people already know that, but just need a bit of reminding. Fran, what about yourself? What practical things that people can do to help them to feel joyful?
People can learn how to give other people compliments.
Yeah, that's a really
Sincere compliments. It's not compliment with double mouth or double-sided one.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop you there. Everybody's watching us. Give us a compliment because these ladies are really doing a great job, and everybody who's watching us, and we're giving you the compliment. Well done for watching. Keep it up.
Yeah. So, and another thing people can do, people should have a forgiving spirit. Because if you have not forgiven someone, you'll be feeling the heaviness within. And it is that within that the joy is supposed to be.
Yeah.
So that heaviness takes the place of joy in your heart, in your life. So, but watch it. Immediately you forgive somebody, there is a joy springing out of you. So, and people should make peace. People should make peace because peace is just giving us that reassurance within ourselves, both peace with God and peace with men. So even the Bible says, say, follow peace with all men, with holiness, without which no man shall see God. So it is important, and those things are the things that give you the joy that you want. Just check. If one day you had a misunderstanding with someone, and sometimes, unfortunately, somebody that you didn't ever believe that you are going to have misunderstanding with that person, and something just from nowhere, somehow something happened, and two of you had a crash. I bet you, if you're sincere to yourself, you will not feel that joy. You will not feel yourself. You will keep on finding a reason to blame yourself, and you find a reason to also justify yourself. But if you're sincere, you're going to make peace. You're going to say sorry. It won't take you anything. And immediately you do that, you will regain yourself. So just try it. It's just natural. There's no two ways about it. So this thing happen. If only people can tell themselves the truth. So whenever these things happen, even sometimes like what Henrika said, when the children are trying to get to your nerves and maybe eventually you shouted, in the next 1 minute you'll be like, do I really need to do that? So if you're a sincere mom as well, you will go as far as telling them, I'm sorry for doing that. I was stressed, I was this and that. Yeah, they also deserve apology from you. They are not the only one that should be apologizing for you. So sometimes when you realize that you have wronged them, please go back. And that is how they learn. When they also do something wrong, they also learn to come back to you and apologize. So all those things are the way people can create natural joy to dwell within.
Well, thank you, Fran, for that. It's all about, I mean, as I said, if we hold on to certain emotions and from the past and we don't forgive somebody, it actually blocks our joy in our lives. I think that's this thing. But yeah, there's as you, Fran and Annalika mentioned, a few things you could do practically. And one of the things I think is, few things I think is like, as I love when Annalika was singing, fantastic, sing, you know. If you need joy, sing. You know, whatever songs you like, sing in the house, doing a hoovering, cleaning, whatever. That will uplift your mood. Dancing, fantastic way to do a bit of joyfulness. When I was doing some of my live streams, oh, by the way, I might be doing that back again. When I was doing in the morning, every morning, and for 1 month, I was doing kind of exercise at home, and I was actually doing a live on my Facebook. And I really enjoyed it because I had my music on. But the fantastic thing was that people, you know, used to say, Aladdin, I love your your exercise, made me laugh, which the aim was to help them to exercise, right? But I made them laugh as well because they were working on the laptop and I came on at 9 o'clock and they were watching me and they said, you know, and they were actually watching when they were working, but it was that giving the feeling of, you know, there's a smile on their face. That's one thing we could do. So I was just doing it because I love to do a bit of exercise and I thought I'd just show that. And but yet people were watching it, was making them smile as well. So dancing, singing, I think the practical way for me. And Annalika mentioned about positive affirmations as well. But I would, you know, one of the things I would say is a lot of people forget to say a lot of affirmations, and writing it down on the notes pads and sticking it on parts of their homes, in a kitchen. Even if you've got children, they would read it as well. So it's also getting them going. So writing, putting notes in the kitchen, in the bathroom door, whatever. And it's amazing how it's that we are reminded of that, you know, a joy. And I've got this thing on, as you can see, and I think in India they kind of wrap it. I don't know, I forgot what it was called, but I go to a meditation class on Friday and Sunday, and we were talking front, you know, we were talking about forgiveness, and they said have an intention after the talk about forgiveness, and have an intention of what you want to change in your life and how you want to proceed in the future. And I had an intention, and they'd kind of wrap that around your wrist, and you have an intention. But every time you look at it, you're reminded of your intention. Do you know what I mean? It reminds me of my intention, why I have got this. That'll eventually come off after I've done all the washing and stuff, but it'll be there for a while. So, and by remembering my intention, it makes myself, you know, I'm in a place of joy and stuff like that. I tried to kind of get my mindset. So those two things were for me was practical. I mean, I love dancing. I love, you know, singing. I can't sing much, but I could try to sing. I know Annalika's fantastic. I heard you, fantastic. And I'm sure Fran is fantastic as well, singing. Writing affirmations onto the sticker anywhere. Getting up in the morning, as soon as you open your eyes, as Annalika mentioned initially, you know, make a decision how you want to feel. in the morning. As soon as you open your eyes, that's the first thing. If we create that habit, as soon as we open your eyes, you could say, today is going to be a fantastic day. I'm going to feel great. I'm going to feel fantastic. Everything's going to go perfectly well. I'm going to have a lot of energy and all this stuff. And all those things makes your whole day goes perfectly. And those are the practical things. I think personally, if people did that, it will actually you started doing every day, that you started to create habit, and you left your energy. So that's some of the things I've kind of, I think is good as well on top of what you said. So Annalika, you want to add things to as well? Anything else that you want to add to what I said, or Fran?
Yeah, everything you've listed, I think, are very practical, and also joy killers. Stay away from joy or joy blockers. like Fran has said, unforgiveness is a joy blocker or joy killer. Stay, just forgive for your own sake, obviously. They may not deserve the forgiveness, but for your joy's sake, let go and let God. And if there are people that anytime they come around you, they're going to say something that will depress the whole day for you, well, just stay away, avoid those people. And that's that's a clue for someone as well. If you are being avoided, well, check, maybe you, maybe you bring so much, negativity in the atmosphere, and people are staying away from you. So be a person that wants to give joy to others, so that other people also who like joy will be around you. They said, um when the people that you hang around, can affect your own life too. So if you hang around joyful people and stay away from joy killers, you'll be joyful most of the time. That's what I try to do.
Wow, joy killers. I like that, joy killers. I was going to say that, stay away from people that make you feel down and drained and things. And that's the one great way. And other thing is, switch off the news. Switch off the news. Okay, switch off the news.
I can't remember the last time I listened to it.
They're the joy killers. They don't want you to be joyful or
Yeah.
positive. They want you to make money out of your fear and everything. So the more people switch off the news, the better it is. So Fran, what about yourself? What's your anything you want to add to what we were saying?
Yeah, I think we've said it all. Just let us try to make a move and embrace the atmosphere of joy. Yeah, because whatever your intentions are, that's what you get.
Exactly.
And I have one recommendation of a joyful place. Come to my church.
There you go.
You're going to leave so joyful. I'm telling you. Trust me. Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, anyone's watching, you're looking for a place to go, Annalika has invited to her church, Joyful. So she's on Facebook, so you can message her and Fran as well, and find out where it is. But yeah, I think what is, as we covered. I mean, we just went briefly over the basic stuff. There's so many things that you could do joyfully. The main thing that was discussed today was about this. We have a choice to decide how we want to feel. Nobody else could decide for us. We could blame other things, other people, and say, because of this person, I wasn't joyful. This person, I'm not happy, or because of this situation. But if we look within ourselves, we could change that. We could say it's a feeling. We could shift that feeling and feel good. We could, as Annika mentioned, look at things that you already have in your life and appreciate every single thing that you have. You've got your eyes, that's, arms, fingers. We got friends that support you, or roof over your head. I know, Fran, you mentioned, but the electricity bill's going to go up, but forget about that side. Let's focus on the great stuff that we could change. And I'm sure the electricity companies will just decide to do that turn and decide to be, very nice to us and not take huge amount of profit for themselves. so give it back to the community. Or maybe we should actually open our own power centers around the world for the people. Anyway, that's another story we could talk about. But anyway, this is 30 minutes up. I mean, you know, we come on, we planned, our plan is to come on every week on a Monday, 5:30. I think 5:30 is a good time to come on and share our thoughts on different topics. If you want us to talk about any specific topic, let us know. Message us. We, three of the ladies, myself and Anneliek and Fran, are on Facebook. And please share this show with your family and friends. I definitely know that they will be really, really grateful to you because it's going to really help them in their lives. So anyway, ladies, thank you for coming on. And thank you for sharing your thoughts and your energy with everybody out there. And I'm sure they will feel the great vibration that you've put out there. And yeah, but we will be back next week. And I might be not coming from here, but I will be coming from somewhere else. That's fine. You know, maybe come from the universe, another planet, who knows? So anyway, thank you, ladies. Thank you for everybody watching, and thank you for your energy. Whoever is watching just now and watching it throughout the whole week, whatever. Thank you for coming on. Anyway, I will speak to you next week, ladies. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.